Morning! So it's lift off day and we're just waiting for Ben to come over and lift the boat onto the crane. Ben, the site manager, is walking backwards, operating the crane with a remote control. It's really accurate. Well, in his hands it is. Meanwhile, the lorry driver's arrived and is slightly grumpy because the yacht club is very tight to get a big lorry in. And he's convinced he's not going to get out again. The boat itself is lowered onto two wooden sleepers. It's still overhang a bit, so the middle of the lorry was pulled out with hydraulics and then the crane pushed the boat along. Doesn't it? Excellent. That was a bit nerve-wracking. Bike strapped on. Nearly ready to go. I've got to get up into that cab now. Ryan, the truckie, was absolutely bricking it going out of this entrance. And you could see the relief on his face when he was halfway round and realised that he was going to make it. Got a reverse around now, get her down the slipway. Just waiting for Henry to get in from Rugby Station on his bike. Ooh, looks like she's picked up a bit of a scratch on the side. Then lowered down onto a trailer and backed with a tractor into the water. It went down a scarily long way at the back. So we've made it in. The boat is sitting very slightly to the left, which we'll probably have to do something about. Of course, it's making all the cupboard doors open on this side. And I thought I was going to find all manner of breakages in here when we arrived, because it was wallowing around a bit, but the glasses are still intact, and the only casualty was the plant that launched itself off the side onto the floor, and the pan lids, which I hadn't yet got a guard for down there. That's the next job. Apart from that, it's fine. Apparently our tiller arm, which they were scratching their heads because they've never seen one like it, is a bit wobbly, so we're going to have to maybe have a think about that. And there's been lots of comments about the colour of the boat. Obviously that's going to go on, so yeah, no doubt I'm going to have to put up with many jokes about that. But I'm here slightly to the left. It feels funny, and the boat is moving a bit, so after 2 years of building her and being completely stationary, that's a weird feeling. Doors are closing by themselves, but it's fantastic. The weather is amazing. Oh God, I can't believe it. Anyway, poor Henry is still cycling in from Rugby Station. His GPS has taken him all around the houses, so I'm going to cycle back down to the road and see if I can guide him in. Found him. Well, we've just done our first trip out to get diesel. It took 2 hours to come out the marina, turn right, go through 2 locks, fill up with diesel and come back. Bloody hell, that was a baptism of fire. But we met some lock fairies who helped us. And when we got to the diesel point, we met a bloke there from Hove, actually. And he went to the same school as Henry. What's the chances of that? Anyway, we've done quite well. It doesn't matter how many YouTube videos you watch, until you do your first lock, you can't figure it out, and then all of a sudden it makes sense. We're still a bit unwieldy with the steering. Well, I say we, I haven't had a go yet. Henry's doing well. And then it's be my go tomorrow morning to go out of here. Well, that's the end of our first day. And we're absolutely exhausted. It was a proper baptism of fire when we got here, because well, first of all, our tiller arm was wobbling around like mad. Anyway, they've sorted that out, and then Henry got here
eventually,
and then we had to go and get some diesel and water because we want to leave really early tomorrow morning, and the diesel is out of the marina and just up the canal a bit, literally 100 yards, but it's 2 locks to get there. So we slightly bashed out the marina, got to the 2 locks, and then these lock fairies turned up and showed me how to do them. Got over to the diesel pump and found a bloke there who came from where we live. Amazing. And we've learnt loads today already, haven't we, just in a few hours?
Yeah, learned a hell of a lot in a few hours.
Like,
took us ages to get through the locks, but yeah, it was alright. It was alright. Learned it very quickly initially, I think. I think the biggest thing we learned today was don't tie off in the lock.
Yeah, so we sort of knew all this before we came, but we only knew it academically. We didn't know it, you know, instinctively or you know. Anyway, we do now. Got loads of locks tomorrow, so that'll sort us out. We've learned that we need 2 fair, what are they called?
I can't remember.
Fair light things. They're like things that go bolted onto the top of the roof to stop the centre rope from knocking off our chimney. Nearly lost our chimney. From knocking off our chimney or going across the solar panel. So they've got to be bolted on. The boat is slightly listing to one side, hardly at all, and we won't even notice it after tomorrow. It's just weird to be wobbling around when it's been
2 years on hard standing.
Yeah.
It doesn't move.
You definitely need mosquito nets because the boat is full of bugs. We've had all the windows open and the boat is full of bugs. So definitely have to get some netting. And that is it. So tired. So we're going to have an early night, set off tomorrow. But how brilliant. So bye for now. See you on the next video. That's it. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.